Hello again, my friends, as you join me outside the wizard shop, potions and magic spells galore. We're standing at the bottom of Gardner Street, which has no gardens incidentally because it's all flats. This is where the comedian Limmy used to stay, and we're going to walk all the way up this street. And I know you're thinking, this guy's just filming random walks about the city he lives in. Yes, I am, because I've got legs at the moment, and in the future I might know, because we never know what's going to happen in life. And I wasn't always blessed enough to be able to walk about these places. At one point I was a baby and I couldn't even walk, and at some point as I got older, you know, life takes its toll on us, and I'll start to turn to yourselves to make videos of places I might have been or haven't been. But wait till you see what the next video is. It's me walking back down the hill. Hit the like button and subscribe, my friends. But I've had to buy a can of Celsius Peach Vibe energy drink to give me the energy to get all the way up here. Now, I may or may not do a Rocky Balboa impression. I've kind of already done it. When I get to the top of that, you'll just have to stay at the end to see if I do it. Oh my God, man, how good am I at making YouTube videos? See, I've kind of like dangled a verbal carrot in front of you. Right, so these flats, for what I remember, years and years ago, where kind of one side of the street was students and the other side was bot houses. And the students and the bot houses, they weren't too happy with each other because it was like they're always partying and smoking stuff, and it's wafting towards my lavender plants. So I don't know if it's changed. Whoops, I'm already tripping. It must be the lavender. Right, do you know it's steep when you get up front to it? It's a bit like Everest, you know. I know that I've climbed Everest, but I might have summit fever. And I should maybe turn back before it's too late, because I have to get back down for this thing. I tell you what, see if there's a bike stop at the top where you can rent a bike, I'm coming down this thing flying. And it won't be for the wacky backy for us students. You're supposed to be studying. Oh, hold on, there's a mic, hold on, the muff's off. I don't want you to get any wind. I'm already getting out of breath. Wow. It's steep, my friends. But it's a nice place to stay, as you can see. I know if you've got a sore leg though. But I don't know what the price of flats would be here. Somebody can maybe put in the comments what it is to stay here. Probably, I don't know, 1,500 quid a month for a single bedroom, if that even exists. There's your lavender plants there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank God I'm not doing this in roller skates. Wow. Am I at the top of this already? What a short video this will be. This is a false summit. That's what this is. What is at the top of Gardner Street? Is it an actual garden? Well, let's find out, my friends. Let's head onwards and upwards. Get to the top and it's a tote bag shop. Wow. I can see something. It looks like a bowling club. What are you? It does, it looks like a bowling club. Oh wow. To get it There's a post box. It's a bowling club, people playing bowls. You know, I would play that, but it's not a lot of balls. Look at this. Don't get that in East End, do you? Nice. Right, I tell you what. You've stayed to here. Yo, pal, you know, Bill, you know. There we go. Rocky Balboa impression, heading down. Oh, it looks better on the way down, doesn't it? Out Maid's Run. It doesn't even make sense. Right. But it does, it looks better. I'd prefer to walk in the middle of the road, but you're disturbing enough people with your tracksuit and no tote bag combo. Right, hold on, I need to get you a better view here. The cars are one way here anyway, aren't they? Even though they're parked two ways. How does that work? That's it, make yourself inconspicuous. Walk down the middle of the road. Do you know, it's steep, right? It is steep. It's not that steep. Right, choose your direction, mate. Get wee places to hide your bikes. But so apparently the comedian Limmy used to stay here. I've heard him talk about his schemes before. And before he started his comedy network-ing for BBC Scotland. I tell you what, you would wreck your clutch. Yeah, my car patter is coming out now. You would wreck your clutch having to constantly have it on here. How would you stop that? Turn the wheels, is that what you do? So down that way you've got Partick, obviously. Chilinos is another wee bit of inside information for you. Chilinos is also the comedian Limmy's favourite little delicatessen. Please don't tell him I'm grassing on him, where he eats and where he used to stay. I'm not a stalker, Limmy. I'm just a fan. A fan with loads of knowledge about you, mate. Some people listen. But old buildings made of the yellow sandstone, which is the newer sandstone, if I'm correct. The older red sandstone, which you can see over that way, is the original sandstone that used to build Glasgow. And then when they ran out of that, they had to resort to the yellow sandstone, which I don't know if it's better or worse quality. I think it's the same, but it always looks a little bit tattier. If you look at it, it doesn't seem like it lasts as long. It's maybe a little bit more porous. Wow, I'm tuning into the stone talk. That patter sank like a stone. Listen, I'm so sorry. I've been out of the game for a while. I was no well. Let's see what I mean? They've had to kind of rebuild the bottom. You've got this dampness and so on. You've got the red sandstone here, and then connecting to the new. Adjacent, the old stone seems to last longer. Wow. But you can see that's no in great shape. Buildings in the east end of Glasgow made of the red sandstone last a lot better. There's a lot of corrosion and different, acid rain effect in it there. That'll be these students again with that bloody acid. You've got your Gardner Street surgery there. It looks an awful lot more inviting than your Carlton East End surgeries, where it's just... But as you walk down here, you get to Partick. You've got the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery Museum to the left. You've got the McDonald's to the right. Your Morrison's over there where I get changed in the toilet 10 months ago. Come out of that toilet dressed as Joe and did spin kicks for Jesus in Ashton Lane. That was the beginning of the main channel, the creation of it. And we're still here talking shite. Pawnbrokers, techies, cake box. All your little shops and everything. I'll continue on. For anybody who's stayed, thank you so much. For people who left, you're missing the best stuff, where we actually get to shops and people and buildings. Not just walking up a big hill and doing Rocky Balboa impressions. No, not at all. I could get ran on at this point. And my son has got strict instructions. When he says, here's your dad's belongings, he goes like, I'm more interested in his camera. He's absolutely skint. And he knows the first thing he needs to do is get that SD card and upload it to my people. I told him to screen it first, just in case there's any like mad selfie bits and pieces on it. That's not going to matter anyway, I'm not going to be here. He'll need to deal with that cringe. Ladbrokes and Ban Me and Tea. There's the Victoria. It's a nice wee pub, isn't it? It looks like it's a kind of seaside. I bet that's some kind of royal place. Let's see. So it's a busy wee area, this, it's slightly kind of unique, I would say, because it's kind of both run down but cultured. You've still got loads of fruit shops and loads of different places to eat. But it's not exactly your Byers Road, or it's more like your kind of Pollock Shaws, but more a dense concentration of shops and so on. There's your West End Smiles for teeth. Wow. See the damage sun can do. There you go, Cafe Monza. Been in there before, that was nice. Get a wee sandwich in there. As I say, you've got the Morrisons down there. But this is where your bus to Braehead and so on would turn in there. And onwards, your Partick train station is down that away too. If you moved onwards all the way, you would get to a place where we're going to go as well. Speaking about Limmy, we're going to get to Yoker. And, you know, I need to do that on probably the main channel because I'd like to... I'm not going to dress like Dee Dee for anybody who knows the comedian Limmy, because that's just too cringy. I'm going to Yoker, man. They'll know I'm no fair here. I'm not going to do that. I was going to walk in that nail shop, but I'm not going to do it. But aye, there's your train station. It looks, to go full circle, it looks a wee bit, your train bridge, it looks a wee bit rocky, a bit of bois. Back and forth. Well, here you go, then we went up Big Hill, we went down Big Hill, we walked along Flat Street. Thank you so much, my friends. I'll catch you very, very soon.